Hey there, Pokemon fans, Raiders here with another deck review video. In this video I'm going to review the Entei deck. So, as you can see, we have 4 Entei here, and that's the main Pokemon of this deck, and basically this is the attacker, the main and probably the only attacker. It is the Ancient Origins and Ancient Trait Entei, 130 HP, Theta Double. This Pokemon may have up to 2 Pokemon Tool cards attached to it, and that's basically how we are doing the. That's basically what we are trying to do. We are trying to put 2 tool cards. And with Flame Screen, we deal 30 damage during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 30. So this is a very good tank, let's say. And Hit Tackle, 130 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself, which is bad, but it's still fine. 130 damage, it's way too much, and it can literally knock out many Pokemon. So this is the basic Pokemon, and we don't only prevent damage with the Flame Screen, we also prevent damage with the Hard Charm. Keep in mind, you can equip 2 Hard Charms and reduce the damage by 40, or you can equip 2 Muscle Bands and increase your damage by 40, which means that this Flame Screen deals 70 damage, which is a lot. Or this Hit Tackle deals 170 damage, which is a lot. Or you can have 1 Hard Charm and 1 Muscle Band. But as you can see, we are more focused on preventing damage than dealing damage. So that's that. We have Hard Charm and Muscle Band for Entei, obviously. And let's take a look at the other Pokemon that we have here. We have a Spinarak evolving to Ariados. Ariados has the Poisonous Nest ability. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon except Grass-type Pokemon are now poisoned. And we're never going to use the Impound, 30 damage, the defending Pokemon can retreat during your opponent's next turn. We're not gonna use that, because we don't have Grass-type energy. And you may say that, okay, if I do that, Entei is also going to be poisoned, and that's true. But if you have Slurpuff, evolving from Swirlix, with Sweet Veil, each of your Pokemon that has any furry type energy attached to it can't be affected by special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. So you just equip 1 furry energy in this Entei, and Entei is safe as long as Slurpuff is in your bench or anywhere, even in your active spot. And since we have fairy energy, why not have a fairy garden? First of all, to make sure that we can retreat without paying the retreat cost whenever we want to, when we have a fairy type energy attached to our Pokemon, and also to counter the opponent stadiums, because stadiums are so popular right now. Fighting stadiums and Dimension Valleys, Forest of Giant Plants. Everybody has at least 1 stadium in his deck, and just being able to counter the opponent stadiums is also very good. So that's about the Pokemon. Unknown, obviously, for drawing cards. That's the only use of Unknown, just drawing cards, and trust me, it's good. Then we have Battle Compressor, 2 of those, and the main use of this, you can basically discard any 3 cards from your deck to the discard pile, but what you will find yourself using most often is that you may discard 2 Fire type energy and 1 Blacksmith, return the Blacksmith to your hand with the VS Seeker, and use the Blacksmith to Entei for even Flame Strike or Hit Tackle. So you can pump Entei with energy extremely fast. You may be able, it's not unusual to be able to do Hit Tackle in the second turn, and that's amazing, trust me. It can knock out almost everything. We have 1 Eco Arm to shuffle 3 Pokemon Tool cards from your discard pile into your deck, and that's because this deck is heavily it is heavily built around those tool cards, and Entei has the ability to hold 2 tool cards, one for each of his mustaches, maybe, or whatever. And just in case that you get a let's say Starling Megaphone or a knockout on one Entei and you lose your muscle bands, for example, you may need to bring them back. So Eco Arm does that, and also it prevents you from, as you can see, it's bringing it's bringing back one Heart's Arm. That's funny, and it also prevents you from taking out. You never know. You draw a lot of cards with Unknown and Revive. So this Revive is basically for Unknown, but you may bring Entei as well. You may bring Swirlix, you may bring Spinarak, but it is basically for the Unknowns to just draw 8 cards in total with all your Revives and all your Unknowns. Let alone the Sacred Ass. We will talk about that. So we have 2 energy retrievals, and that's because you never know, you may discard a lot of cards with Battle Compressor, you want to bring them back, or you may want to bring back the Fairy type energy, which you cannot bring with with Blacksmith, so keep that in mind. I talked about the Revive. We have 1 Sacred Ass to return shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. This is powerful, because you can bring back any Pokemon, Slurpuff, just in case that you lost it, Ariados as well, but basically Unknowns. That's the Pokemon that you are going to discard most often. And also, as I said before, you prevent from taking out, and that's very good. We have 2 Trainer's Mail to reveal a trainer card. Pretty straightforward, you know what Trainer's Mail does. We have 4 Ultra Balls to bring our Pokemon and to be able to discard Fire type energy, and basically that's basically it. You are able to discard cards from your hand. We are using Ultra Ball to discard, and also for fetching for Entei. Very important. 4 Versus Seeker, VS Seeker. This is the most popular item card in the metagame currently. You can bring back any supporter from your discard pile to your hand. As I said before, it combos very well with Battle Compressor. You discard 2 Fire type energy, 1 Blacksmith. You bring the Blacksmith back. Boom. There you go. 2 energy on Entei. Turn 2 Flame Heat Tackle, or turn 1 Flame Screen. Very nice. Lysander to force our opponent to switch 1 Pokemon and knock it out, obviously. Professor's Bridge Observation, maybe the best draw cards card there. Professor Sycamore, 3 of those. We are not so afraid of discarding cards. We can bring them back with Eco Arm, with Revive, with Blacksmith, with VS Seeker. So we're not afraid to discard cards and draw 1 fresh hand of 7 cards. We have 2 Sona to just fix our hand whenever we need to, and we talked about those. 3 Fairy type energy and 8 Fire type energy. So the goal is to pump Entei with energy, put those item cards in his face, and start dealing damage, and just improve the damage with Ariados. That's just a supporter card here, and to prevent our Entei from getting asleep, poisoned and stuff with Slurpuff. So we are defending this Entei, which is doing the whole job. So tell me your opinion about this deck in the comments below. I'm going to playtest and hit the tournaments with this one this week. Just let me know what you think about it. Have you ever built this deck? Have you ever played with it? If yes, what's your experience? And if no, what are you waiting for? Just build it already and enjoy. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Share it with your friends, check out my Patreon campaign, and I will see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye.